The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can.
Hi, I'm Heather Martinez, active community member and your realtor. Give me a call or text 606-344-0217, or you can reach me by email, heather.martinezrealtor@gmail.com.
Well, for some odd reason, I cannot click no graphics on at all right now. There we go. Welcome to the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Mark Gregory, Papa Voice, and Ryan Garnett with probably a much better voice than me. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm making it besides I've been lazy and I've slept all day.
Yeah, I definitely know the feeling. My voice, it feels like it's getting better. It comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. It absolutely cannot make up its mind what it wants to do. Sort of like Edward, he can't make up his mind what he wants to do either. But while we got a minute, let's go ahead and thank of course, a big shout out to our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realty. I need to go see Dave and the gang up there to get my voice back. And Heather Martinez, if you're in the market for buying or selling, she's definitely the hookup. And thank you there, Ryan, because it's just my internet is not working. But I'm not working either, so it's just that time of year, I guess. And also, Ryan, I've got an issue here. I've got a garbage can in front of me, like one of them little small garbage cans. So, when you're eating 17,000 cough drops, you throw your garbage in the garbage can. Ryan, I always forget to put a bag in the garbage can.
That's what I got one too.
But I bet yours has a bag in it, right?
No, because it's empty. I ain't had to put nothing in it yet.
Well, I always forget to put a bag in this. And, thank goodness for Walmart, the perfect garbage bag. I don't think I bought garbage bags in 75 years. Thank you, Walmart. You saved me a lot of money over the years. But that being said,
put small garbage bags in kids.
Everybody wants to, watch this program. We ain't worried about what else is on tonight. You'd much rather be here, not there. And I'm telling you, Ryan is going to put a much better halftime performance on than what you'll see in that other program that's playing right now.
I don't know about that. The other one makes a whole lot more money than I do. So I just sit here.
Well, maybe we'll get Edward to, shake a leg or something for us for our halftime show. But while we got a minute, let's go ahead and thank our photographers. That has helped us with a lot of pictures, great photography by them. And if it wasn't for them, we could put together these fine graphics that we do. Keith Shambury, John Dayton, John Dickinson, Scott Powell, Dennis Mills, Tanner Hoskins, Mater's Memories, Chrissy Brassfield, Bob Cornett, Erica Felty Martler, Chassie Saylor, Shanda Whitehead, Scott Bunch, Daryl Lovett, Carol Mattingly, Paul Coots, Miranda Brock, and last but not least, Savannah Philpott, of course, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Ryan Garnett, Edward Hall. It keeps going on and on and on. Keep it going, Ryan.
We got Scott Warren. We got Wildflower Frames Photography out of Jackson County. All of the ones out western Kentucky that Edward would probably mention more than what I can remember.
And we've got a great show lined up then I about lost my cough drop there. That would have been good. Edward, Ryan, if you don't care, go ahead and read off our two guests' names. I'm like blind as a bat there, but got a fine show lined up tonight.
If you give me just a second, I'll get the post put up where I can read the names. I've got 20/20 vision, but still, it's hard for me to see very, very, very small print. But we got from Whitley County, Lexi Suzel, if I said her last name right, and then from Bell County.
I actually knew the guest, Ryan. I was trying to test you because I'm not for sure about Lexi's last name either. So I was hoping that you could give me a good good hint on it because I'm a little worried about that myself.
It sounds like it's. I would pronounce it Susul, but maybe she might educate us when she.
I'm sure. I was thinking about Susser. Lexi Susser.
Comment says best show ever.
Well, Emma might be like the smartest female in the history of the planet. Emma, I can't disagree with you. I mean, which show would you rather be watching, this show or that other show playing right now? And folks, we don't charge $1 million for our commercials. Give us a couple $100, we'll play your commercial. Right, Ryan?
Yep. The first commercial that Mark here played, that was one that me and Mark made while we were sitting at Whitley County at the University of the Cumberlands.
But that being said, maybe she'll go ahead and Edward, where are you at? Edward has said. You got to read that for us, Rod.
Emma said, "Exactly, I am the smartest in the planet."
Well, Edward, are you there?
Yep.
Well, before we bring our first guest on, Lexi, how you doing? And any words of advice for Emma or anybody? Emma's saying,
well,
the greatest show ever. And I told her, I said, I can't disagree with you.
Well, I can't disagree with her either. This is, the greatest show known to the sports. So,
yeah.
But my word of wisdom is let's not keep the world waiting. Let's go ahead and bring our guest out.
Well, hopefully she don't get mad at me, and hopefully I nail this last name right. More because she's a pretty rough one, so I don't want her mad at me. But let's go ahead and bring her on.
Hopefully she'll put you in a headlock and send me a video of it.
Well, no, she absolutely could. Is it Lexi Susser?
Nope.
Oh, I missed it by a mile.
I was
Ryan, it's your fault. It's your fault.
No, it wasn't.
It's
What? Ryan was closer to me. Susan. Blame that on Ryan. Ryan was trying to tell me the other way.
No, I wasn't.
But Lexi, first off, thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us your time. And I know you had a big event yesterday. Hopefully you got through it healthy and you ain't too banged up or sore or whatever.
Thank you. Thank you guys for welcoming me here.
Before we get started, you can see I got like 9% voice. If you lose your voice or get sick, go ahead and send all your doctor bills to Edward. It's Edward's fault. And got a comment already. Emma Till said, "Oh, that's my bestie."
I love it, man.
Well, now she did make a pretty good comment to open the show, so I can't. Yeah, we'll replay that again. I skipped it. Not that. Oh yeah.
It's the one before. It's the one before that one.
Said best show ever. And here we got all kinds of love for Lexi. Well, I tried to pull it up. Looks like go ahead and read that name, Ryan.
Says, "Okay, Lexi, I see you."
The name, who was that? McKinley Mitchell.
McKinley Mitchell.
If we got that right, we're horrible with names on this show. All kinds of love early on, Lexi. So that's good. But let's get into it. Know you had a big event yesterday, I believe, and got more comments coming on. Let's just play these comments all show. Stephanie Lawson, Jack Parton. That's my beautiful baby girl. Ah. Just for the record, Lexi, nobody ever calls me beautiful on this show. They have Edward several times, but not me. So, that should make you feel proud. You come on this show for 2 seconds and you're getting all kinds of love. The only time people love me is when I'm out there breaking my hip or something. So, yeah. But, Lexi, I know you had a big event yesterday at the arena. I believe, thanks to you, you educated me again. That's. But let's go ahead and say this. I'll go ahead. The reason why we thank you is for coming on. Me, Edward, or Rod, neither three of us knows any. We're learning about the sport of wrestling, but it takes student athletes like you to come on here and educate us more and more about the sport, and that helps us be able to cover yins on down the line because of student athletes like you say, hey, this is how this is done, this is how this is done. I'm all of a sudden I understand the green and the red little things goes around the ankles. I understand about the coin flip now. I thought when I first saw that, and you have a right to laugh at me, I thought that was like a heads when you win, tails you lose, like it's a draw, you're flipping for the winner.
Well,
is it somewhat like that?
Yeah, kinda. Whichever one it lands on, you get to pick top, bottom, or neutral. You get to pick how you'll start off. You try to start off basically where you think you're strongest and where you need to be to win that match.
So, is the coin flip like after a draw? Is that like after a draw or a certain amount of time has went off or how does that happen?
Basically, yeah, I'd kind of say. I've heard over the years, I've been wrestling since I was a sophomore in high school. It's for a certain time, and then other coaches will say that it's for like who was down first or who was top first. But basically what I've noticed is like after the first person, whoever gets the first shot, it will be their first choice. And then after their first choice, it's yours.
See? If you ever decide to quit wrestling, you got a job with us. You're hired. Yeah, you're hired. I mean, I had no clue about what you just told me, but now I understand that, and we're very thankful for that. Of course, you had a big event yesterday. I believe that Whitley finished 11, both boys and girls, which is very good to see, considered all the competitions up there. Now I guess it's on the regionals, right?
Yes, yesterday was a dual meet. Region duels and individual is kind of different. So for us to be able to go to the event yesterday, we had to qualify. Like boys, we don't have a sectionals yet. Girls don't, where it's a new sanctioned sport for girls wrestling. But boys, they have sectionals to basically determine if they qualify for state duels. And the girls, we qualified from past duel records, I'm pretty sure, from my knowledge. So it was Whitley's girls and boys' first time ever qualifying for state duels. And duels is different than individual. Duels is where it's your whole team against a whole other team. And whoever gets the most points. Individual is you against every other wrestler in your weight class. It's not about you and your team. It's about how you did at the end of the day, individually. So we went to state yesterday at the Corbin Arena. We placed 11th out of 12 teams. First every time going to state duels, and then we have region coming up for the girls on the 14th, and that's for individuals. So if you play top 4 in your weight class, you'll get to go on to state. Top 5 you get to, but 5th place is like an alternate. If you go to state, you're not really going to wrestle unless somebody gets injured in your weight class and you have to fill that spot, or if somebody forfeits the day before.
Before I let Edward Ryan have you there, I got about 1,720 questions I ask you. We might keep you on there for 3 days. I'm just kidding. But wrestling arena yesterday, I know you said you've been wrestling for a few years. I'm not calling you old or nothing, but was that the biggest audience you've wrestled in front of?
No, not really. I went and qualified for state my first year.
Okay.
And it's kind of like the same concept of what yesterday was, but I would say definitely where we go for state, it's a lot bigger.
Okay.
A lot of reporters around. There's a lot of photographers at state. Every time you wrestle, there's a photographer on the sideline taking pictures of you. There's photographers and interviewers coming up to you asking what you got to say about your match and what would you say to other wrestlers, what you think of the experience. Like yesterday was very big. Kind of like how it was set up at state. They put like maybe 8 mats on the floor. Yesterday there was 11, so the layout was a lot bigger and there wasn't a lot of people there. But at state, it's cram packed. It's huge.
Ryan or Edward?
What's been your favorite wrestling match for maybe like this season or last season?
I would say my favorite wrestling match was my first year at region. I was doing really good my first year. I went on like a winning streak. Like the only girl that I really like impossible to beat was the 120 at Harlan County. And I had practiced all year trying to beat her. And I had went through region. I had already won 4th place, and I was going to go on to wrestle for 3rd. And then I looked at track wrestling and saw that for 3rd place, I would have to wrestle her. And I started freaking out, and I went over on the side, and I was talking to my coach, and I was like, I'm already guaranteed a spot for state. Like, I'm already going. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm just out there. And then I went out there and I was like, I really don't care if I win or lose because I'm already going to state. I'm excited for state. That's all I had in my head was that I'm going to state. So I stepped out there and we started wrestling, and it was basically kind of like a scramble at first. We basically just like rolled around on the mat until we just went out of bounds. And then we restarted because how I first took her down, and then I looked over at my coach and they gave me the option to choose top, bottom, or neutral. And my coach wanted me to go neutral. He was like, you took her down easy, go neutral. And in that moment, I did not agree with him. So I went ahead and did my own choice, and I picked top, even though he was screaming at me on the sidelines. Like I was really mad, and I picked my own option and I picked top. And then we started wrestling again, and we kind of tussled around a little bit, and I ended up pinning her. I got up, and I was just in shock. I was amazed. I didn't know what just happened. I'd been training to wrestle this girl and beat her for all season long, and then I ended up beating her at region.
And this is my last question. I normally like to ask this for all of our athletes. I know there's not a lot of restaurants in Williamsburg. Mark knows that. But
There's about 4.
But what's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
I would say Applebee's and Cornwall.
It has been Williamsburg.
Oh,
Has been.
I mean,
Yeah. It makes it hard on her, then. Because we only got like 4 restaurants here.
It's kind of hard. I would have to say Eldorado. Eldorado's at any place. Or Dairy Queen. But little old Dairy Queen got burnt down. So,
Yeah, it burnt down.
yeah.
But Edward,
Well, you can't go wrong with Dairy Queen anywhere because you can get a blizzard. So,
Yeah.
Where the air's burnt down. The ice cream burnt.
Yeah. It's not too good no more.
I don't know how the ice cream burnt, Mark. I think it's more or less melting.
Oh,
So, we, like Mark said, we are kind of learning the sport, as we're going. But I got to ask you, how hard is it to keep your composure during a wrestling match?
I would say it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. I've learned over the years that's really the most important thing for you to do in a wrestling match is keep your composure. My first year, I don't know what was wrong with me. I wanted to fight everybody. I still had a lot of built-up anger. And I didn't realize, you got to have good sportsmanship at the end of the day. That's what makes you a good wrestler. And I had been wrestling, and it was at, I think, Hazard. We went to Hazard, and we ended up having a girl that cheated weight. And she had stepped on the scale for the 120 that was injured. I don't know exactly what happened in the situation. I know they did get investigated, but I ended up having to wrestle a girl that was 130 something, and I was 120. And the whole time, I don't know what was going on with the refs, but the whole time we were wrestling, the refs were over there talking to each other, not even paying attention what was going on in my match, which really made me mad. And then I ended up getting on bottom, and there's a move called a spiral ride where you bring your hand up through here and your hand in between their legs, and if you do it at the same time, it flattens them out. I went to go do it, and when I went, my hand came to about right here. She buckled down and bit my hand. And then I looked at the ref. I said, she's biting me. And he just shrugged his shoulders at me. And I got mad, and she ended up getting on top of me again 5 minutes, not even 5 seconds later, after I tussled around the mat. And she ended up doing a crossface, which is where you can, it looks like a punch, to be honest, but your arm cannot extend past your shoulder length. 90-degree angle, and you can do it like that. But she reared all the way back and went straight for my face and busted my face open. And I had a pump knot the size of a golf ball for 2 weeks. And after that match, I was so mad, everything else. And then I saw that girl I had just wrestled. I saw her go into the bathroom, and stupid young sophomore me, I went to the bathroom and was slinging open the bathroom doors. But she wasn't even in there, so I just looked stupid. So,
Lexi, for the record, I'd have probably did the exact same thing as a sophomore.
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, I would have too.
Yeah.
But
Realized I gotta keep my composure, because at the end of the day, I followed all the rules and I had good sportsmanship, so that makes me the better wrestler at the end of the day.
so, I got to ask you, because, if I'm doing you all style of wrestling, and I grew up watching the WWE and stuff like that, how hard is it not to catch yourself in the right position to want to DDT somebody or body slam them, or how hard is it to know that you can't be doing that?
Pretty hard. I get in the position sometimes I'm sitting there wrestling, and I'm thinking oh, I could do this to them, but I'd probably get disqualified. And there's been multiple instances, a lot of our boys do it all the time, and a lot of our girls do it, where we, especially the New Year's, our new wrestlers, they'll think, oh, this is illegal, and they haven't wrestled enough to know what is legal and what is not. And they'll pick somebody up and slam them on their head, and they're so proud of themselves, but the ref is no, you can't do that. They're not. Right now, I don't know why. My first year, they let us go as hard as we wanted to. You could pick somebody up and slam them on their head, and they wouldn't care. But now, I guess with everybody getting injured and stuff, you're really not allowed to go hard like that until state. So they're like, if you pick somebody up, the ref will look at you and say, easy, easy, easy. Like, which I think is pretty stupid, but.
So if I like drop kicked Mark or suplexed him or something like that, that'd disqualify me.
You definitely get pointed for it.
What if I had the referee distracted first?
I've seen with a lot of refs, like if you come off like straight out of the wrestling match and you're like doing stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing and he's pointing you for it, he's automatically going to be in favor of the other wrestler.
Lexi, truth of the
Mark,
matter is,
you might get lucky.
He don't want none. He don't want. I'm kidding. Never mind. Me and Edward's gonna wrestle here after the show.
Well,
I would love to see that.
They're gonna see me give you a drop kick. We better not be getting points in.
I will be videoing it.
And then Ryan's brave enough to challenge you, Lexi. I wouldn't, because you'd get me in one of them locks and they'd be, yeah, it's over with.
Some of the matches that I've been to, I wouldn't want to wrestle because I would be broken in half.
I hear a lot of people say that. A lot of our girls that started this year used to say all the time, I don't know how you do it. Like even my boyfriend, he's been wrestling for 2 years now. When I first tried to talk him into wrestling, he was like, "Oh, I don't want to wear those tight singlets or whatever they're called." He thinks make them look weird. He thinks boys look weird in them, but now he loves wearing a singlet. He feels awesome in one, and he loves wrestling. So that's a lot of our girls are like that too. Before they started wrestling, they're like, "Oh, I don't know how you guys wrestle," and then here they are wrestling.
Before I get you over to Mark, I got one more question for you. So, what would you consider your favorite aspect about wrestling?
My favorite aspect is probably that if you win, you personally won that match. I have done every sport known to man. I had a big jump. I went from cheerleading and gymnastics to wrestling. And I've played basketball, played volleyball, played soccer, played football. And I think with those kind of sports, it's easy for like a coach or somebody to pick out, oh, they won that game. But with those other sports, it takes a whole team to win that. I think with wrestling, if you win, it's your hard work and your determination that won that match. It's not everybody else's. It's not your coaches. It's not your teammates. It's you. You went out there and you physically fought for that win. It's your win.
Absolutely.
I think that's what I like the most about wrestling.
Absolutely, Mark.
Lexi, you've been a super interview, and we knew that. That's the reason why I had to have you on the show. And I know you're a senior. Whatever the future does hold for you, regardless of if it's wrestling or another sport or just whatever you decide, keep in touch and all that stuff. And just remember one thing: when you start making the big bucks, the big money and stuff, remember you're going to need your grass cut. Buy me a riding lawnmower. Buy Edward the weed eater, and Ryan to do all your landscape. I mean, you go out to get your grass cut. But before we let you go, we're going to ask a couple of favors from you, if that's okay. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar for a show. We've been doing this for a few years. Our first year, we decided to do a field of 64. We said, get out here, college basketball teams. So we put restaurants in there. Texas Roadhouse won our national championship. Last year, we went with sports movies. And remember, the Titans won their movie championship. This year, we just went strictly foods. So we're going to show you a few matchups with foods. If you don't care, tell us which one you like better. And there's going to be some crazy off-the-wall matchups here. You might get corn against peas or something like that, but it's going to be very laughable. But and then I believe Edward's got a few things made up for you.
Alrighty.
Green bean casserole against ravioli.
Ravioli. Oh,
So you're not green bean casserole fan.
nope, I do not like green beans.
Pigs in the blanket against rice.
Pigs in the blanket all the way. Rice, I swear, looks like maggots, and I will never eat it. Never.
You're not the first to say that. I actually like rice.
Ew. Nope.
Nope, nope, nope.
Nope. Catfish.
Catfish. No, she said that before I could even repeat it there. Catfish.
Catfish. No spaghetti. I hate spaghetti.
Yeah. Veggie soup or meatballs?
Veggie soup.
Interesting choices right there. She shot down rice quickly. Like no rice.
I'm
No.
not a rice person. Never, ever rice. Never.
I bet you Lexi will not go to Chinese and say, I want some chicken fried rice. No.
Nope.
You just no rice.
Well, I don't go to Chinese at all. If I do, I get sugar rolls. That's it.
Edward,
sounds like-
you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going here.
That sounds like Edward. Edward is picky.
I'm very.
Aha.
Lexi, I took Edward to a Chinese restaurant. The only thing he ordered, 10 fortune cookies.
I don't blame you. I really don't.
Aha. Now argue the point with her, Mark. Go ahead.
Well, okay. You did say El Dorados, right? Edward loves Taco Bell. Eats it religiously, but will not eat Mexican.
Literally, the only thing I eat when I go to Mexican is just chicken tenders and fries, anyways. So
Aha. Now argue. Now argue, Mark.
Well, I know what's going to happen Wednesday nights. Now it's going to be the Edward and Lexi show. Ryan and me, we're off in the Wednesday slot. I can tell you that right now. They'll both eat like Slim Jims and like Rose or something.
that don't sound too bad, actually.
See, y'all
Hawaii-
are gone. Y'all can go ahead and leave. Me and Lexi's got the rest of the show. We don't need you.
Some Slim Jims with some Hawaiian rolls.
See,
That would
Goddamn
absolutely be Edward, Slim Jim and Hawaiian Rose.
I don't hear no arguing or debate about how Mexican's the greatest food known to man.
No, I'm not arguing against Lexi. She would probably get me in a headlock. I've seen her in action. You know, she's very professional out there, but you can see it. She's got that next level. She needs that next level. And I mean, you can really see it out there, but she's very professional out there doing what she does. But it's like a caged animal. You can just see it. Am I right, Lexi? There's a next level if you need to bring it.
Oh yeah, there's some times where that's literally like the first period of my wrestling match. That's how I determine what level of wrestling I need.
Yeah.
Some girls you can at practice. Some matches you can wrestle like you really have no care in the world. You could just be out there having fun and just be waiting to. And then there's sometimes like even like sometimes when I look at a certain school or if I've wrestled the girl before, I can determine on like what level I need to be on. Like what is my intensity level? Like some girls like
See?
hey, I knew yesterday I was like, I'm gonna have to be top level.
Right there. We knew it. Stephanie Lawson, and Jack Parton, yes, they are a next level. We knew that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing with Lexi about Mexican. I'm not doing it. Oh, she might actually see me at school. No, I'm not doing it.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you drove our wrestling bus to.
But I keep quiet. I don't want to make kids girls mad. Like when they tell me to stop somewhere, okay. No. Yeah, there was one place we stopped at, and they didn't even have like tables or something like that. I think she remembers that.
Dairy Queen, yeah, because we had to sit outside rice, and it was not pleasant. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I spent about $30 on food, and I threw every single bit of it away because I
Yeah, they was like eat.
this. But she told us to eat it and throw it away before we got on the bus. No food on the bus. I did sneak some food on and eat it on the bus.
They was eating ice cream in the snow, I believe, something like that.
So, Lexi, we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time. But now I'm going to have to ask you for just a small favor. Out of the two graphics we put together, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. The first one all the way. I like the first one.
Now y'all are definitely gone now. She likes the OG graphic. She don't care about Chinese restaurants. She just gets chicken tenders and fries at Mexican. Oh yeah, y'all are gone. She's replaced both of you.
Yeah,
She's a lifer now.
And I always thought it was a good bus driver. And she just chose Edward the whole show.
Okay, listen. You'll still be the good bus driver if next time we go to a tournament and you drive us, you got to talk them into taking us to Texas Roadhouse. I've been trying all year, and it hasn't worked yet. You got to talk.
Well, I would definitely like Texas Roadhouse better than like the Dairy Queens or these other spots we've been going.
They want to go where you can just get a greasy hamburger. I don't want that. I want a steak.
Yeah.
With some cinnamon.
Lately, I hate to say that, but that sounds like Edward again.
Dude, I found the recipe for the roll in the butter. I found the recipe, and I'm going to make them.
Well, you're going to send that to us.
I found it on Pinterest.
Uh-oh.
Well, I had it pulled up.
Right, you took it off.
I love Addie.
Addie, thank you, and I'll pay you for that comment here. You have to bribe people every now and then. Hey, write something nice about the bus drive.
I give them permission. They don't have to write nothing but nice about you.
But Lexi, thank you for coming on. I know you got better things to do on a Sunday night instead of rambling on, with us. And we can keep you on here for 2.5 weeks. Great interview. We've learned from you. And hopefully we can get you back on again. If not at the end of the season, maybe later on in the year. So then you can keep educating us about a sport that truthfully we're lacking. And, the one thing about media I've learned, and I've been doing this for a long time, is a lot of media don't go to the wrestling events, the swim events, and stuff like that because a lot of media just will not actually eat crow and say, I don't know the sport. Yeah, we don't you just go around the mat, try to pin each other, but there's more to it than that. And like you've even proved that to us tonight. And basically that's a lot of the reason why the sport don't get covered because media don't understand it. And that's the reason why we're thankful that we're getting more and more educated in it. So guess what? Next time we go and cover one, we're going to be better at it because of you. And we really appreciate that. But I do want to thank you for your time, Ryan. Ever got anything else to say to her before we let her go?
I'm just going to say best of luck to the rest of your regular season and when you get into the regional and the state competition.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off what he said. Everything that I've seen, the highlights, what Mark's told me, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. And I just want to wish you best of luck in your upcoming matches and at reaching.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for welcoming me on here. I've really enjoyed it. Also, my boyfriend said that he would love to do one if you guys would Need one.
We might bring him on next week. So keep him on the toes about that.
Alrighty.
And what we'll do if we're on a bus trip, we'll all just start chanting Texas Roadhouse,
That's what I'm saying.
Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, and,
Region's coming up. Region is
yeah.
on the 14th.
I like to have some Texas Roadhouse too.
That's what I'm
That's,
saying.
that sounds good.
But thank you for coming on, Lexi, and great interview.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And now we're waiting for our next guest. I think we sent I'm going to cut off here for a second. I got a message by our next guest.
Yeah. While we wait on Mark to get back there, and I'm gonna tell you something. This kind of listening to her, and it makes me really understand wrestling because I'm still clueless about it. I really don't know what's going on. And I just know that they're just rolling around on the mat. That's about all I know.
You know, I'll be honest. The more I've covered wrestling this year, not only I've come to love the Whitley County bunch. I really have. But even not the Whitley County, like even meet the girls from Bell County and meet the girls and boys from like Pineville, and I'm telling you, I just wrestling boys and girls both it's just really really fun to watch. I watched the middle school event with boys, and them little guys, them little fellers got at it. And it's a good sport, fun sport to watch. But let's go ahead and talk about another good sport to watch and bring on their next guest. Now, hopefully, I nailed this name, Aubrey Miracle. Am I right?
Yeah.
I didn't mess up on that name. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for being patient. And I know you. I know you much rather be here on this show instead of watching that other show that's on right now. But you know what? We did forget about our first guest. We were supposed to ask them what team did they have.
I totally forgot about it.
Yeah. So
I
Aubrey,
got the Patriots.
you got the Patriots. I got Seattle.
That's who I had.
Edward, who you got?
Well, I had Denver, but they lost. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with Seattle.
Lexi, if you're still listening, comment on the team that you're picking here. But yeah, we completely forgot that. But Aubrey, a couple of days ago, I don't know exactly. My mind is, I got old man's mind. I can't function like I used to. But you had a really, really good win against Knox Central. And, that's when I see that, I'm like, wow. Just tell us a little bit about that game.
We all really just contributed and executed our game plan efficiently, and we really played defense really well, and it really just led us to the win.
So, from the point that you are right now, I know you just haven't peaked. I know that I'm sure you'll say we still got work to do. But from the point at the beginning of the season to where you're at now, how much you think your team has improved?
We had a stretch there where we really wasn't playing our best. Like one of our players got hurt, but we all really came together, and our young ones are really buying in, and our chemistry is just really well. So.
Just and you talked about injury, and unfortunately, that's a cruel thing about sports. Injuries come and go, and is that when something like that happens? When that happened, did it like bring you closer together?
Yeah, it really did.
And I know in the big cover Bell County sports for. Well, I'm not as old as Edward, but I've been covering it for a long time, well, I'm not as old as you, Edward, but you've been covering. I know how the fan base is and the passion up there. Just tell us about how that makes you feel when you step out of the court and you know you had that much love and passion. for Bell County?
It feels really good because you just really come out and it gets your adrenaline high, and it just makes you play good, knowing that people's watching you and looking up to you.
Well, I've got about 1,700 questions for you, but the two guys above me here, they're both Bell Countyans, so I'm sure that they've got a lot that they would like to talk to you about.
Aubrey probably does see me walking the halls before before I start cleaning. So, but playing for Coach Teague, and I've known Teague for a long time. What's it like as a player playing for him?
It's really good because, like, he always makes sure you have what you need, and he always pushes you to your best ability and make sure you play to your best ability.
And then take a look at your schedule. I mean, you play some tough teams. How do you think that will help y'all in about 2 weeks when district tournament time comes around?
It'll just get us ready to play our district teams and just get ready for them and the difficulty and stuff.
I about sneezed and I lost it. But Edward Lamont knows where I'm going with this. In Bell County, Pineville or Middleford, what's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Probably Mexican or Taco Bell.
This is an Edward night. We got a Aubrey, I've got to ask you a question, okay? Did Edward try to bribe you before this show about answer all the questions he likes?
No.
Well, that's on a need to know basis, Mark, and we can't tell you.
Well, I don't think Aubrey would lie, so she seems innocent, but well, never mind. I still think you're bribing people, Edward. But before you get started, you said Taco Bell Mexican. Okay. Edward is a religious Taco Bell eater, but he won't eat Mexican.
That's weird.
Aha! Argue with Aubrey. Argue with
He fails to mention the key factors in that, okay? I am probably the most pickiest eater that you'll ever meet. I don't like the word deluxe or supreme because I don't like none of that stuff. And I can't read 90% of the stuff on the menu. If I'm just going to get a taco, might as well just go to Taco Bell and get it in 3 minutes so I can go cover Aubrey at Bell County.
Aubrey, would you tell him that at a Mexican restaurant, you can only go as far as tacos, burritos, or nachos? That's about all you get.
Yeah, Edward knows that I work at Bell High or whatever, and he comes in there with a drink and food from Taco Bell, but does not blame me a thing.
Well, most time you got this nice fancy dinner in front of you and won't offer me a bite.
Aubrey, would you eat in front of somebody if they offering them a bite or offering to buy them something?
It depends.
Well,
Aubrey
let's
ain't gonna
rephrase this question.
Aubrey,
if you're at a pizza buffet, you're at a pizza buffet. Now, little old ladies up there, and there's the last slice of pepperoni. Are you gonna do what Mark did and run and go drop kick that old lady to get it?
Probably not.
Aha!
Aubrey, you can't live on love. You got to eat every now and then. I helped her back up.
After you ate the pizza.
Well.
But anyhow, it looks like, if I ain't mistaken, I think it's Tuesday. You got an upcoming match against Harlan County. So I got to get your thoughts, playing in that game, because I've got to see several Bell County, Harlan County games, but I got to get your thoughts as a athlete in that game.
If we come out and if we actually execute our game plan, then we'll be okay. But if we come out and let them shoot the ball like they do, then it'll be a tough game. and it's just good to play against Harlan County. It's fun.
Absolutely. So I got to ask you, in what grade or what age did you find out that you had the love for basketball like you do?
Probably about 5th grade. I was pretty young.
So what would you consider your favorite aspect about it?
Just being able to play the game, like having a team and then basically be your family. It's just
So I got to ask you, all this crazy weather that we've had here recently with all this snow, has Coach T Gadgins outside dribbling up and down in the snow, dribble drills in the snow yet?
no, thank God he hasn't.
So
It's been too
would you
cold.
do it though if he asked you to go out there and do dribble drills in the snow?
Yeah.
So has he had you ever run that hill yet?
Yeah. He's had us run the hill.
Ryan, was you out there with them running the hill?
No, because I would be afraid to. I thought I would end up on 25E.
Well, the question about the hill, could you run that hill right now?
Probably not.
It's probably solid ice right now or something. That'd make it more harder, I guess.
So, I'm looking at your schedule right now, and this question is going to be kind of, what Ryan was talking about a little bit earlier. You've played a lot of teams that you normally wouldn't see. So, how do you think that those style teams are going to help you for upcoming district and region?
It's just going to get us ready for the hard competition.
So, I got to ask you before I get you over to Mark: is basketball your only sport?
Yeah.
So you ain't thought about picking up a bat or?
Not yet.
Well, if you do, Ryan said he's good at tennis, so I mean he can help you with that too.
I mean, they do got a nice new indoor tennis facility that should be done next month.
So are you gonna go over and play on it, Ryan?
I don't know if I can put my tennis rackets here. Then I might.
But Mark,
Aubrey, we know what kind of an athlete you are. I know you got a little bit of the time before the next level, but at the next level, if a coach approached you and wanted you to play not only basketball but maybe another sport, would that something you would entertain?
Yeah.
Well, you heard that first here, coaches. She will play multiple sports if needed. So, um, okay, you come on this show and you get it. You've had some laughs with us and stuff. I'm losing my voice, but you get basketball all week long, and I'm sure you don't want guys like us to break down this game for us. Tell us about how you're running it. You know, and you come in here and you've laughed with us, and we always think we know laughter's the best medicine, and if we get some laughs, we've did our job, and you've understood that. You come in here smiling, laughing with us, but I think you can answer this for me, and we've been coasting. I'm gonna have to hit you some hard hit questions if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, I think you can handle it. Okay, then Ryan is going to probably post some food graphics up for you, and we're going to ask you to vote on them if you don't mind to do it. And then Edward has some things he'll want to show you. If that's okay. If we can hold you on there for a few more minutes. Okay, my hard hit questions. There's three of them. They're hard hitting though. Edward's never been able to make it past the second one. He starts breaking down. But this is just for teammates only. Okay, teammates only. No coaches, assistants, teachers, parents. You're drawing the 15-passenger van, your basketball team, and the van tears up. Who's going to get out there and fix it?
I don't know. I really do not know.
We can't call for a tow.
It'd probably be me.
So you say, grab, give me the screwdriver and socket, and I'll get out there and fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Aubrey gets out there in the rain while everybody else stays dry, fixes this van for them. Now, as they're rolling back down the road, the van runs out of gas. Okay. But you were able to coast into the gas station. Who's going to pay for the gas?
Nevaeh.
So the van pull out the big wads of money and say, "Here, I'll fill it up." See, that's how Edward does this. He has all the money in the world, but he won't put gas in the car. So, yeah, see, he ain't saying nothing.
Well, I ain't going to tell her that it's my vehicle and I had to pay for the tires that we just put on.
That's his story. Okay, last but not least, you got a full tank of gas. You actually fix the van for them. Everybody's dry and happy, and then you just get tired. You just want to go to a teammate's house to do Netflix and chill or something like that. You can't do no door dashing or no pizza or anything like that. Who's going to fix dinner?
I don't know if I trust anybody to fix dinner now.
Well, if you can't trust nobody, we'll allow the door dash for one time. We don't want the house burnt down or anything. Oh, so we'll allow the door dash this time. But see, Aubrey, you hung in there great. See, Edward still can't do it. See, Edward gets nervous thinking about it. You did it your first time. You answered all hard hitting questions. And you see, and look at her. She's like, it's nothing. See, Edward, it's nothing. You just got to breathe. Edward
I
cracks.
guess if you say so.
But I don't know if you're familiar for shows. We've been doing the Field of 64 tournaments. We eliminated all the college basketball teams. First year, we put our favorite restaurants in. It was Texas Roadhouse. Our second year, we did it. We put favorite movies in, sports movies. Remember, the Titans won. This year, we're doing favorite foods. So you'll probably get some weird matchups. You might get corn against peas or something like that. But we'll show you a matchup. Just tell us which one you like the best. Green bean casserole against ravioli.
Probably green bean casserole.
Oh yes, yes. Do you like the little fried onion things on the top?
Probably no, not really.
Pigs in a blanket versus rice.
Pigs in the blanket for sure.
Catfish versus spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Vegetable soup against meatball.
I don't like either of them.
No vote there.
Well, I agree with her. I don't like neither one of them either at the end. So,
But thank you for voting on that. And I think Edward has something he wants to show you before he lets you go.
Aubrey, we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on, and this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time. And I will get these over to Mark to be able to get sent over to you. And they will also be posted on every one of our social media sites. But I do got to ask you for one slight little favor. Out of the two I'm going to show you, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
I like the second one.
Well, good thing Mark had a hack attack, or he would be like flexing and doing his
He was
little
doing his one.
funny
I,
like
I don't know.
lightning thing. So good thing he's taking a hack attack. That way he didn't get to hear nothing. She picked the first one, Mark. She picked the first one.
I
No,
heard
she
it.
picked the second.
I heard it. Lightning struck. Lightning struck. And she likes green bean casserole.
But
Yeah, that,
Aubrey, go ahead, Mark.
anybody that likes the lightning strikes and the green bean casserole, I mean, that's the reason why we brought her on the show. I mean, she's uh, she's mature way above her years.
So, wow, he just disappeared again.
He must have another hacking spell again.
It'd be a Mark, it's untelling. But Aubrey, I do personally want to thank you for taking your time to come on. And from
That was
everything
not
I've got
really
to
a hack
see,
attack. That was a hack attack.
but from
And
everything I've got to see firsthand, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. I'm looking forward to getting back up there on Log Mountain to be able to cover yins again. And I want to wish you and your team the best of luck the remaining part of your season.
Thank you.
And I'm
Right.
gonna say the same thing, Edward. So I don't have to repeat the same thing. I was gonna say the same thing Edward said.
Aubrey, Ryan and Edward both are really good graphic makers, much better than me. Um, Anything that you do for the remainder of the year, let's say points, 1,000 points, 500, anything like that, any milestones that you reach, send us a picture. Let us know about it. Let's make graphics up for you. Let's put them on their pages. And that's what it takes for these coaches at the next level to see this stuff on social media. Let's run this stuff. Let's promote you. And like I said, maybe one day we might see you on ESPN. But that being said, good luck to you personally. I mean, us as media, we can harp on you and brag on you. I know you're a very humble person. You're all about team, but we can brag on you and what you're doing on the court. You're excelling. Keep up the good work. And there's people that'll start noticing that work. I mean, you just keep on keeping on, and good things will come. And good luck to you personally in your future, and good luck to your team.
Thank you.
But have a good day, dear.
You too. Thanks for having me.
You too. That's a good interview, and that's a team. And we was talking a little bit about it before we brought our guest on. Let's be honest. Um, Clear cut favorites. There's no real clear cut favorites in boys or girls. The competition is so good in the 13th region. And it just takes, I hate to use that NCAA slogan, but that one shining moment. A team like Pell can come in there, hit their shots, play the way that they know that they can play. And you just have to come together for a couple of games. I mean, don't tell me Bell don't stand as good a chance as any team in there. I mean, all these teams that make it to that point are good enough to get to that point. And I'm telling you, there's not going to be no easy outs for nobody. So who knows? I mean, it's going to be a fun tournament, boys and girls. Right now, I can even pick you a favorite because the competition is that fierce and that close.
I mean, it takes one. It really takes one off night to for your season to be over with in the postseason.
But we forgot the drum roll on the most anticipated graphics in the history of social media sports. Where's the drum roll? Ryan, we'll let you read them all.
This is the girls RP5 rankings. These are not like the top five. These are just RPI, the rankings only. South Florida has a 677. North Florida has a 636. North Central has a 602. Bell County has a 597. And Corbin has a 582.
Well, between these 5 teams right there, look how close to the RPI says they are.
I mean,
I'm telling you, this is anybody's region this year.
I mean, I've only seen 2 of them, but I've not. Well, no, I take it back. I saw 3 of them. I've not saw the top 2 yet.
Edward, do you have anything to say, or are you on your hack and spell?
Well, I've got to see the majority of these teams, but again, district is right around the corner, and so is region. And again, this is RPI, and no clear cut favors, but that lets you know how close everything is at the moment.
Now switching gears to the RPI 33 the boys ranking.
North Florida. If I don't know if these numbers got switched when I made this graphic, I'm gonna have to go by try to get KSAA pulled up here for me to see it. Yes, it is. But North Florida has one of the 2 graphics is wrong. I'll have to see the other one. You're right. 1, 2, 4, and county is at 5.
Ryan, you're getting a lot of like stuff keeps cutting in and out on your
Can you hear me now?
like you got a little short or something on something. Yeah, I can't hear you at all. But Edward, do you got anything to say about this?
Well, I've got to see the majority of these teams also, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how district and region shapes up.
But yeah, like I said again, here's another proven example of how close these teams are. Watch Whitley County take I can't pronounce the name of the game, but one of the top teams in the state, Evangel. You know who I'm talking about, right? You probably pronounce it better, Evangel Christian or
Yes.
uh,
Out of Louisville.
yeah, took them to overtime yesterday, and that shows you how good Whitley is at that number 4 spot. And I'm telling you again, just like even on the boys' side, it's anybody's to win, and it just shows you what it's going to be a really really fun tournament.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Bell County's did what they've did all season, but I mean, they played 2 tough opponents in about a 3-game span in top 5 Madison Central and in Henry Clay yesterday. So I mean, it's gonna be a fun match. They're at the arena.
And now I guess it's their time to do the vote. I will go green bean casserole with the little fried onions on the top of them.
Ravioli.
Fried onions on the top of them. Little fried crispy onions.
Sorry, Mark, but I'm gonna have to go ravioli.
Ravioli all day and twice on Saturday. Going rice with a little bit of sugar.
I like pigs in a blanket, but there's so many ways you fix rice. I like rice in the morning, white rice with sugar and butter in it. Then I like rice for supper, like the chicken flavored rice and the chicken and rice and stuff like that. Yeah, I like rice about every which way.
Let's see. Who was your vote, Edward?
Rice.
I had to go against y'all. I had to go piss in the blanket.
Hey, do you know the most common ate food in the world?
Probably
Rice.
rice. Well, on this one, I am going spaghetti. Or
I had to
spaghetti.
go. I
Or
like
spaghetti.
catfish. I like catfish too, but I gotta go Getty on that. I can't go wrong with some good Getty. You can fix that with the marinara or the chili. I like Gold Star chili.
I like them both. This was the hardest matchup for me to pick, but I had to go catfish.
Ryan's a rebel tonight. He's a rebel. That deserved a boo right there, Edward.
Boo! I really don't like neither one of them, but if I had to go with one, I'm going with meatballs.
I'm going veggie soup. I'd like to have some vegetable soup right now. Knowing you're sick, you can't eat soup.
I had to pick veg. I picked veggie soup because you can eat it all year long.
Yeah.
Only time I eat meatballs is during a special sporting event like tonight.
Great show, folks. And just remember the people who's watching that other show. We don't charge $1 million for commercials. Give them a couple hundred commercials all year long, not just for one game. All year. That just look. 1 year, one game. 1 million, couple hundred. See, we're the discounters. What's up?
All right, Ryan. Drum roll's getting ready to hit.
All right, I've got them out here ready. Our first matchup: rice won 5-3. Veggie won 4-3. Spaghetti won 8-2. And then ravioli won 6-2.
You know, Rice might sneak in and win the national championship at 16. I mean, there's just so many ways you pick Rice. But that being said, let's hear our closing statements, and we'll get on out of here.
I got my two final quotes that I normally do. With 2 weeks left till end of regular season, go out and watch or cover your athletes. They've worked hard all year for them to try to fight for a district, regional, and that state championship. And then my final quote is: never give up. Failure and rejection are just the first step to succeeding. The great Jim Valvino.
So I'm going to leave you with this. And this is probably from one of the greatest. Note, I said one of the greatest. But this guy is better than Jordan. I never tried to prove something to someone else. I wanted to prove something to myself. Kobe Bryant.
Can't go wrong with the Mamba. I didn't do no inspirational quotes this week. Still trying to do it. Yeah, I've been slacking, trying to do this thing called breathing, and yeah, that's true. But they are another event going on, and we've been hyping about it a little bit. But I'm an old folder, and I don't know. Before we get off of here, what is you didn't watch the Super Bowl for the halftime show, for the game, for the commercials? Let's be honest.
Food. For the food, and I could care less because my team is never in it.
Well, I'll never see Cincinnati in it, so
Well, my team was one game away, but I watch it for the game.
Yeah, my team would never get in. So you watch it for the game, Edward. So what you watch it for? You said food, Brian. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I was pondering on that. Why I watch if the Bengals ain't ever going to make it? Why do I watch the Super Bowl for? The game, the commercials, or the halftime show? Halftime show, I give up. I give up on since Prince. The halftime show has went straight downhill. Give me Prince, Prince 100 times over and over and over. But after Prince, I don't know. Katy Perry did a pretty good show a couple years back, but Prince and yeah, it went downhill. Most of the time, the games are no good, and so I guess if I'm being truthful, I think I watch it for the commercials. I don't know if Kentucky football's doing their commercial, but I always used to like to watch a Kentucky Super Bowl commercial too. But that being said, great show, great guests, all that good stuff, and thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to all of the photographers who have helped us. Thank you to all the viewers. And that being said, from all of us at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless.